Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Look at the spin. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. They go play action here on first down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They go play action. Mariota. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Jabal Sheard in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
To try again after the sack. Mariota, he's going to wind up and air it out. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
To throw is Mariota. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Pierre Desir able to get a hand in and make that play. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Mariota to throw it. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. First carry for Spencer Ware. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Here we go. 54 is Mike.
This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
11Z. Right there, 54.
Throwing on third down, Love. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense.
That's it, baby. We go for it.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing is Mariota. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
Mariota going to give to Lewis. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Let's go, Captain. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Colts' 35-yard line.
Set. Blue 18. Check, 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 check.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
36-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Mike, 54. Here we go, here we go. Hey, check, 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 check. 54 is Mike, 55.
From the gun, here's Love. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 16 yards, a first down.
16 yards. And the Colts.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
The Super Bowl hero, Malcolm Butler, makes a stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Escaping the pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
3rd and long. It's Locke. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 30 yards. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. We're scoreless after one. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Running on 1st down with Ware. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? Where the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just...
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Jayon Brown coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Luck. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity in the ballgame. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
11, 12. Check.
Now Locke. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Chester Rogers, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And the Titans' 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Mariota. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throw it, Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air again, Mariota. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Taking it about the 16.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To throw is Love. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
11.
A shotgun snap for Love. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and it'll be Titan football.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Mariota. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. Throw left side complete. It's Lewis. 9 yards on the play and a first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Mariota. And Davis has it over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking to find some space for Dion Lewis there. But it's going to be second down from the 21. It's 2nd and 10. Mariota again. And Davis with it left side. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? But wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
At the 22-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Locke. That's complete to Marlon Mack. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Michael, go! 240! It's going to be a long day. It's going to be...
From the 50, it's Locke. He's going to air one out. That's going to be caught. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Hey, Haywood.
Luck throwing again. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Now it's Locke. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Naeem Hines in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will it be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, Mariota. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Staying on the ground with Matt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
12. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Hey, we're pretty quiet. Smooth. Mike 5-4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Funches with a catch over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. On first down, Ware. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a run with Mack. Oh, and Mack has the ball stripped. It's picked up by the Titans. The 20. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it, and you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And now Mariota and the Titan offense, they're going to line up to go for 2. Mariota now after the fumble recovery. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. The big play to start them out has them at the 45 already. On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the curve. Watch the curves. 12. Mike 55. Time to go. Night, night.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
They'll fake it. Now Locke. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now here's a throw that's taken in by Tajay Sharp. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
First down.
54 Mike. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
To throw is Mariota. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lewis. 20. A gain of 37. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open it up to even more big plays.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Here we go.
Here's Mariota. And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Titans have taken the lead. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd? And they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're looking to turn things around here. They've been shut down in this third quarter, and that was after a good first half offensively.
And you wonder where it all goes, and it feels like it goes away fast because it takes some time to build up good momentum, great play calling, excellent execution, and then in like a blink of an eye, you're losing the game. Yep. How do you get back there again? I'm sure they've talked about it, and they've got a plan. Now can they put it into practice?
The lead gone, now the search to find it again. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Let's go. Mike 54. 3 buzz.
Throwing on 3rd down, Locke. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. Luck showing he can be dangerous when he tucks and runs. He's able to pick up the first down.
How about that scramble by Andrew Luck? Sometimes we forget just how big, strong, and yes, fast Andrew Luck is. When he came out of college at the Combine, shocked everyone, ran a sub-4 840.
And he grew up a big soccer guy over in Europe, so he knows how to use his feet.
That he does, and I think it's helped his legs along the way as well.
He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Here's Jackson to return. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now here's a throw, and that's Taywan Taylor with it. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A good pickup there, 21 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Lewis here on 1st down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Mariota now. Walker with a grab, left side. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 40.
It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Titans.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10, right at the 40. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter. They'll run on 1st down. Lewis. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 20-yard line. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it, please.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team is. Because throwing those 5 interceptions affects everyone. That's extra work for your defense and not enough possessions for your offense.
And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Mariota. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. And I'm going to keep...
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really 4-minute offense, and that's practice, taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. On first down. Where? Oh, no, he lost the football. And that might be Titan football. It is. And they had it there so close to the goal line, a chance to take it across. Claim the lead here in the fourth. Boy, that was a big, big mistake.
It really was, and as much as I want to give credit to the defense for making a play, I do tend to agree with you. That mistake, that's a chance to go in and take the lead. I mean, you're in great shape, yet you don't take care of the football. But they'll be going over that like crazy in the upcoming weeks.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. From the gun, Mariota. Throw left side complete. It's Walker. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mariota. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. He'll take it at the 42. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Andrew Luck, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago when he was comeback player of the year. And he needs another one right now if he wants a Colts victory. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Luck now to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Following the interception here, Mariota. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
A 2nd down throw here for Mariota. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Margus Hunt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Ready! 11B. Team showed up. 54-0.
On 2nd and 11 now. Luck is going to let this go for the end zone. And, oh, Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Hey, but I'm a bad writer. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jonathan Bostic in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Mariota. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Caught right side. It's Lewis. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
They are on to the 4th quarter in Jacksonville. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. The offense back out there at the line ready for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He's back to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he connects with Ebron. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jarrell Casey in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Back to throw. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. The Colts on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw. It's complete downfield, out left to his running back. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. From the red zone now, Locke. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Chester Rogers. Incomplete. He was covered by Malcolm Butler.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. One last throw here for Locke. This is caught, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Chester Rogers with 2 ticks remaining, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to have really good starting field position here.